Krishna consciousness movement is propagating that towards the West. And actually bhakti is so wonderful that it doesn't require any other thing, even knowledge or renunciation. You don't have to be a jnani, or you don't have to be a karmi, very expert in material things. You don't have to even have a great detachment like a jnani or anything, because just by wanting to love God, that's what you can get God very easily. So during, who is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is the Lord himself, is Krishna, who has come as the Lord devotee just 500 years ago, and it's mentioned in all the scriptures. And so one day he was in South India, and in the temple he would go every day to see the Lord. So one day there was a Brahmin who always used to sit near the entrance, and he would take the Bhagavad Gita and read out all the Sanskrit slokas from end to end. He would read, but he was not very educated, so he would make all kinds of mistakes, and everyone would make fun of him. Oh, you don't know, you're just wasting your time. What's the use? It's a waste of time, all mispronunciation. So your endeavor is just useless. They would make fun, but he didn't mind. He would just continue every day. So one day when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, he read that, he is all reading everything wrong, mispronouncing. So he went up to him and he said, "Why are you reading this when you don't know how to read?" So then he said, "No, what can I do? My spiritual master gave me this instruction to read Bhagavad Gita every day. He knows I'm not very much educated, and still he gave me this instruction, so I'm just following that." Okay, fine. But then why are there tears in your eyes? And then this Brahmin said that I don't know. Whenever I open the Bhagavad Gita, there is only one picture which comes in my mind, and that is that, look at Krishna. He is the supreme person who is the owner of everything, the controller, everything, and the Lord of everyone. And he is sitting like a driver next to Arjuna, and is taking instructions from Arjuna and is driving his chariot. I mean, what kind of God is this? For the love of his devotee, he is ready to serve him menially. And I think of that, I just cannot, control myself, and so I am in tears. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced him. And he said, "You have understood the Bhagavad Gita perfectly." So he followed his instructions of his guru to read the Bhagavad Gita every day, and he just followed him. And then the result was that the Supreme Personality of Godhead was so pleased with him, he personally came and gave his darshan. So bhakti is so powerful that if we just try to follow the instructions of the Guru and serve, then one day we will meet God face to face. That's this moment, and that's what is Krishna consciousness. Okay. Thank you very much. After that, we have preaching is the essence. But of course, here we just read out. Krishna consciousness died.
Spreading Krishna consciousness is the highest benefit for society. My dear Arjuna, one who is engaged in my pure devotional service, free from the contaminations of previous activities and from mental speculation, who is friendly to every living entity, certainly comes to me. A devotee of Krishna is friendly to everyone. Therefore, it is said here that he has no enemy. How is this? A devotee situated in Krishna consciousness knows that only devotional service to Krishna can relieve a person from all the problems of life. He has personal experience of this, and therefore he wants to introduce this system, Krishna consciousness, into human society. There are many examples in the history of devotees of the Lord risking their lives for the spreading of God consciousness. The favourite example is Lord Jesus Christ. He was crucified by the non-devotees, but he sacrificed his life for spreading God consciousness. Similarly, in India, also, there are many examples, such as Thakur Haridas. Why such risk? Because they wanted to spread Krishna consciousness, and it is difficult. A Krishna conscious person knows that if a man is suffering, it is due to his forgetfulness of his eternal relationship with Krishna. Therefore, the highest benefit one can render to human society is relieving one's neighbour from all material problems. In such a way, a pure devotee is engaged in the service of the Lord. Bhagavad Gita 11:55.
Would any of you also be like to do this? Share this with your neighbors, family, friends? Yeah? Would you like to have kirtan in your house? We can come and sing, and you can invite your family and neighbors or friends, whoever you're comfortable with. And so we made preaching session very simple, so that we just ask them to have kirtan programs that includes everything: book distribution, kirtan, calling people, and then they're hosting. So everything is included, and and one more thing that we discuss is how to invite people. We have to discuss. We tell them, don't go and tell everything. We hear you don't know who is God, only Krishna is God, or you're doing all sinful activities. Because new people are very enthusiastic and they want to tell everything. So we just tell them what you should tell them. Just say that we're having a satsang, please come, something like that. And then one more thing is how to deal with your family people. Because sometimes if their spouse has not come, or parents, they will go and tell all the wrong things to them and they get very disturbed. So we tell them, okay, just take it easy. If you're chanting, chant quietly. You don't have to chant in front of everyone. Start reading, and because then, slowly we will reveal to them. And I'll come to your house, or we'll go on a picnic. Right? Would you like to go on a picnic? Yes? You all go together with your family. Okay, so you don't worry about telling everything now, because I know you're very close to your family and you want to share everything, but this is something very personal. And people take time to accept, and you have to say the right things, otherwise they may get disturbed. Okay? It happens. I mean, you may think they're very close to me, they will accept because I'm saying. It's not like that. It's something very personal and they may get disturbed. So that's why. Okay? Don't reveal everything. Yeah, slowly. Okay. So apart from the, how many of you feel that there are many potential leaders, right? Here? How many of you feel confident of conducting a Bhakti Vriksha now? Yes? Okay. It's simple, right? Anyone can do it, isn't it? So, do you think it's difficult and, oh my God, it's a commitment and so on? Anyone? You can say freely, whatever. Because here we are to clear doubts. So, if you feel like that still, you can still mention. And not only that, in the Bhakti Vrikshas, in the last few weeks, last few months in fact, we give training to the members to conduct parts of the program so that they feel confident. That's also, you must have undergone, some of you, right? Whoever is in the... You're not attending Bhakti Vriksha. Okay, they are all leaders already, right? You are already conducting? You're from Glasgow? No, from Manchester. You're already doing? Okay. You are assisting her?
He's the one who's doing the...
Okay, you're hosting.
I host.
Okay. So,
Outreach.
okay. First time you're doing? Okay, so now you feel, it's very simple and you can do it? Yeah, all of us will pray for you. And what about you? Where are you from? Huh? What? South? South London? Okay. So you want to start? Along with them? No. With whom? Arvind Krishna. Okay. Okay. So hopefully we'll have by Gaurav Purnima how many? So that we come to that part of the program. Now please come Arvind Krishna Prabhu and mention how many groups East London has and West London will add up. Huh? Yeah, so you say and you ask everyone. Yeah, they go through planning. Yeah, you add up. Go, tell about East London.
So, from East London side, what is East London? They already know what I'm going to say.
Oh, there are people
So,
from South London,
gem from each area, you know? One gem. Okay. So from East London, I think by now East London devotees are communicated. What's going to happen? When we had the first conversation, everyone was stumped and fell down, and then we have to kind of wake them up, put them in the seat and say, just don't worry, things will be alright. So it shouldn't be a shocker now, hopefully. So for East London, from this end of February, March 1st, around that timeline, we will start 70 groups. Right now we have around 15 to 20, including children. So hopefully if this all goes well, at least on the paper, and I'm sure it's going to manifest by the will of the Lord. We're going to have 70, which means 40 adults, 30 children. So this 30 children is not going to be a gap filler program. You know what's a gap filler? When you have a gap, you fill. So, which means you just polyfiller, not the gap filler. No, God. No, I mean as to kids are just yelling, just dump them in the room, throw some papers on their face and some sketches also, they scribble things. Well, that's how we were doing actually, to be frank. I know we have the material, but we were just not doing it seriously. But now this time we got to really, I don't want to say why we got the science of self-realization now that we want to really do a proper kids one. But the good news is we have realized kids really need some education also. So we have, just like adults have their own, we have the servant leader, sector leader, circle leader. If you don't know, don't worry, this is how it is generally. Similarly, even for the children, we're going to have, servant leaders, they will be taken care by a bunch of sector leaders, and they will be taken care by a circle leader. So like that, we'll... actually, just to mention that point also, is that most of the children who are the kids leaders, so kids Bhakti Riksha, most of the parents are the adults really. But there are obviously minority of them who just come in and they just want to be children to be educated. So we have those combinations obviously. But majority are in the adults in one sense. So the deal is that we want to really educate the children. Don't you think so? Yes. At least after seeing the children going around this last 2 days without any element of control, did you realize anything? Why the kids are like, haywire? You didn't realize? That means you are not awake. If you were awake, you would have noticed something is not right in this room, or at least in that hall. So I think we children have to be educated spiritually so they can actually, I am saying this, you may think this guy is crazy to say all these things, very judgmental, throwing statements. I'm just saying on one experience I had when I once went to Mathura Desh, Muscat. I just went once in my life, I went there. And I think it was one big program, I think it was a morning program. Apparently just 300 were there on 4:30 in the morning. Just 300 people, 4:30 a.m., I thought something is not right. And 300, and they traveled for easy 30 minutes from their house to the hall, because I traveled 30 minutes just to reach from that, And I entered the building. And obviously in Muscat you can't just go and do in the places you like, it's a Gulf country. So it has to be in some distant places, and they have one Hindu temple and they have that. 4:30 a.m. I just walk in and the hall was like in Mayapur, and it was big, filled up with devotees. I was like 4:30, 300 people standing in one shot at one place. I was surprised. And the beauty of the other bit was all the childrens were neatly sitting in the front row. In Bhagavatam class, which is the most of the time everyone sleeps that time, but the children were sitting and very nicely listening. So that's was another shocker for me. Children, I'm not even talking teenage boys here. So that was something I was very inspired, saying, wow, even the kids are sober. Forget adults. So I think my benchmark was that. What do you think? Is that good? And it's not just mine. I'm sure that's the standard expected from the acharyas. So now if we say the kids sitting in the front row, I don't see, maybe demigods are sitting here. I can't see. But the point is to the kids, we really want to invest that time. So the day comes, even the children are like, 4 Kumaras, they just are sitting in the front, so saintly. It's amazing, you just, maybe, I'm sure it will manifest a day. So hence the reason we really want to put focus for the children, not just the adults and, park the kids out. So hence the reason you would see almost 50-50, 40 adults and almost equally 30 kids. And we included as a whole figure 70 because we seriously consider even the kids BV is a BV. It's not just adults and kids are, just there to fill the gap. Such a big definition, isn't it? What's a gap filler? Hence the reason I don't talk in the mic much. Take time. So, but 40 plus 30 is 70 from East London. But our prayers were like, I think last year when Mataji came, we were talking about 100 across UK.
108.
Sorry, I just keep forgetting the date. 108 from UK, right? So 70 from East London. So remind me, maybe we can hear.
West London, how many? Prabhu, and where is that?
West London.
Oh, offering, then maybe they brought.
Okay,
What?
ready?
Okay, ready. Amala Mataji, Shatabu. The man in action, please come on stage. You can say what's there and what's your plan, stuff like that.
Where is Ambala?
She's sitting there. What do you say? I don't need purpose yet. Just what's now?
We're not counting outreach.
Yeah, no outreach, obviously. It's only people. What now and then what's the next 2 months, where's we gonna go?
As of now, we have 3 pictures. So now, and several outreach. So
How many children?
as of now, we don't have any kids population. So now we will start. We will just start one Bhakti for boys and one Bhakti for girls. 2 different types. 2.
For the next 2
That's 2 weeks. Oh, yeah. Yes.
So totally 5.
Yes.
But you had many potential leaders.
Leaders we have.
Now you
We
have.
have potential leaders.
And they're all planning to start.
Eventually,
How eventually?
maybe, yeah, definitely, hopefully before next year.
Are they here?
So all our potential leaders.
So when do they want to start? You can ask them now.
Yeah.
Yes, when do you want to start? Bhakti Krishna?
Pratap Nair has one. He is only one
She's
person.
already done. And Kate?
Okay, she's going to to Australia for a month. So she's back March end, so maybe April.
Yeah, I just have one. Can I ask a question? It's about a place to do it. Can you hear me?
You need a place to live.
Yeah. I was just wondering if it's appropriate to have it in my home, but I live with my mum who drinks and eats meat and there's a television there. It's not a nice environment. I was wondering about that.
And to live Westerners, you need a Western home, right?
It's okay, no, we did in our house and it was okay. Yeah, this is in this
I
house.
started in Matthew's house, and then I got a house just out the back of it.
But you're saying a Western home is okay?
Then the condition of your trouble can Chaitanya Ranya, very, very wonderful. Chaitanya Ranya. Now we host in their house.
What
Vishwana, no, I'm doing Vishwana, I'm doing now. He is
Prabhu, any change of heart?
Probably tell that after the family. Because I want to do it as a family than
you have any time you asked Chaitanya Ranya. When we step now, I'm doing in their house for their protection. It doesn't we have enough confidence. So Chaitanya is chanting 16 rounds.
And what is the
They're
difficulty?
following everything.
Huh?
They're following everything.
Ah, then what is the difficulty?
So he's doing Bhakti Shastra also.
Then why do you hesitate? You're reading books, right?
He's doing Bhakti Shastra.
Bhakti Shastri.
Doing Bhakti Shastra.
I'm doing. When will you finish? That's why, is it? Because you did Bhakti.
No, that's not the reason.
Suppose you do it along with somebody else.
Yeah, we should not do that.
Yes. Okay. So Vishwanath Prabhu is ready to come to your house.
I actually used to do we actually completed one. We finished that and we actually used to have in everybody's house. And I had to step back.
No, but as he said, your child will outgrow that very soon.
That's what I'm working on.
Yes, definitely. Okay, so you can join them, right? Let's do 1, 2, 3, 5 or 6.
So now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 plus 2. And then we have one in Southampton. Doesn't have to reach that and
Multiply to how many?
no, it is just it's a big one, so it will take time. And Basics to communication. Basics to Kishan who is doing outreach. So just
It's going to become a Bhakti Vishnu. But it will. Fine. So
His bliss.
Yeah, we pray finally for everyone. So, okay, now we are going on 77 for UK. Who's next? Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Actually, from Hounslow, already Prabhu conducting Gopal Ganasha Prabhu Bhakti Krishna, and his previous KV members doing an outreach. April, sorry, he said not in April May. So then April May, that outreach become Bhakti Action, and already Sulochana Rajat Mother doing the one children's Bhakti Action. So two adult Bhakti Action, one children Bhakti Action in Hounslow from April May. Then new modern Epsom, one outreach going on, it became Bhakti Vriksha. And when Tamil Bhakti Vriksha already happened, then it became broken. Again they started one Tamil outreach going on, with Tamil Bhakti Vriksha. And they all
It's
started
already become
outreach.
It's
Yeah, because they came, some people are still coming, but still keep now outreach. So then one children Bhakti Vriksha is starting on. They said a lot of kids they have started going outreach now. So in Nirmal and Epsom, one adult Bhakti Vriksha, one Tamil Bhakti Vriksha, one children Bhakti Vriksha by April May. And then Kingsbury, at the moment, in Prabhu's house, direct running one Bhakti Vriksha, around 9-10 people. And there are a lot of youth people are there in Kingsbury. Vijay Madaji is started there and take care of that, started there. And actually, Miss Bhakti is going on, this is 3 months now. They're regularly conducting, they're chanting in the morning in the conference hall. It became quickly. First 6 months was not done, but now it's better. So they have a lot of youth, say they want some youth program as well. From them, his daughter or other woman devotee, her daughter will train this youth program, slowly it become activation. And Chelmsford, myself I'm conducting an outreach, it may become activation. And outreach at the moment, the April may become activation because from monthly program, from festivals, we slowly become every 2 weeks. That's slowly April May. It's a house program. Before I had no house venue, only depend on the hall. Now, it's house program. And a lot of parents want the kids to be educated. So through the parents, we also starting a small kids program. In April May, it become one adult population and kids population. April May.
You said March. Then you made March, April.
That's only next
Now you
month.
say April, May. Which is it? When are you going to come?
So, then Britain kids, already going to Mother's Baptistus. Then, everything, Council, 2 others Baptistus, 1 kids Baptistus, New Modern Epsom, 1 adult Baptistus, 1 Tamil Baptistus, 1 children Baptistus. Kingsbury, 1 adult Baptistus, 1 youth group. Chelmsford, 1 Baptistus, 1 kids program. That become Baptistus in 2 months, 3 months. And Mildred Kings, going to the mother is there. They already talking about multiplication. They really going to finish the group. And their names are given. They are very enthusiastic. Govindika Mother herself will conduct one Bhakti action. And Neela Mother is there. She is very expert in outreach Mother. She only got a lot of rewards outreach program. She also wants to run her own Bhakti action. And the couple.
You're confident, Bhakti Vriksha? You're confident of Bhakti Vriksha?
She's already talking to people, bringing new people for outreach. So I was speaking to all of them, 3 of them. And this Shaker Prabhu and Santosh Mataji, they are also very eager to start Bhakti Vriksha in the room. Now, Bedford to go to Milton Keynes. Now in 2 months' time, it's finished, the group multiply, then they will start in the home venue. The Shaker Prabhu and Santosh Mataji. So, and that's it. And it is 3. Others no. Besides we starting on outreach, we start those in the kids.
We are including both in one room. Bhakti Diksha. Kids. Our Bhakti Diksha means kids both include. No separate, no? We are not counting separately. Kids.
Very good and all five together. Oh, one case of best.
Youth.
Do some certificate and want to say something about the leaders.
Oh, 1 minute. Okay, this counting. Just a minute. They want to listen. Just a minute. Okay, 13. And who else that brings it to? You told them now. Who else is now? Say. This one. Best friend is president is one. And what about this one?
Manchester making few of 70%. 77. 13.
And the other place. Glasgow.
Again, he also like